get countered instead of the real spells.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like it's
only
a great
has
play.
so many counters.
He keeps both cards. Wow. When you keep both cards, you know, you assume that something crazy is going to happen. Alright, so there is a Terminus. Not the best card in this matchup, but I see double Terminus, a Force, and a... Is that a Vendilion Click and a Spell Pierce?
He's a Spell Pierce, a Counterspell, and a Force.
Oh, well, that's a lot of disruption. Troy, we are going to have to master some over things. Master. Didn't really end up that well. Alright, Burning Wish is going to go for an Overmaster, a Show and Tell.
Yeah, gonna have to see. Daniel, I'm just gonna go ahead and Spell Pierce.
Yeah, let's get rid of this stuff. We do not want to have to Burning Wish a spell Overmaster next turn. Alright, Troy's gonna say go. Dan's gonna take his turn and trying to find some way to gain an advantage in this matchup because he has to do something before this game goes too long.
You know, the longer the game goes, the more disruption Daniel's just gonna be able to sandbag in his hand and.
So I see a bunch of Terminuses. Does he have a blue card for the Force, or does he just have Counterspell Force?
He might just have Counterspell.
Oh no, I see through. I do. It's so fast. Daniel, slow it down. We need to see.
Yeah, Daniel Weiser. You know, his name in German means Daniel Turbo.
How do you know that?
That's actually not true.
Stop it.
The old Kinderhook thing was true. I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
you guys could Google it. You looked it up? Chat fact checked me. I win.
Alright, Brainstorm. Troy is going to put 2 cards back.
And it looks like he has a Show and Tell there in his hand.
Yeah, he just got to set it up properly. So he's going to put 2 cards back.
Doesn't get countered here.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not bad because in this early game, you don't know how many cards or how many ways to, counter it is. But if Daniel doesn't put any pressure on him, a lot of, especially in game 1, a lot of the top decks for Daniel are going to be like anti-creature spells.
Yep.
So the longer this game goes, the better it is for Troy because Troy's deck is completely set up to combo, where Daniel's mostly designed to deal with creatures. So as long as Daniel is not putting pressure on Troy, this game you can take a while. You can set up 7 cards that are all good.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Like game 1, actually.
Yeah, but now game 2, it's a minefield. It's literally playing minefield with no information.
Yeah, I think Troy might have to just go for the super early. I hope you.
Oh yeah,
you cross my fingers in games 2 and 3.
Make them have it. It's going to be very, very, very difficult. It's going to be like Show and Tell. If it resolves, I have to have a Gristlebrand so I can draw a bunch of cards and then go off again. Because it's going to be very difficult. 3 Oblivion Rings, a whole set of counterbalances, 3 counterspells, 3 Pyroblasts, another Vendilion Click, like surgical distractions. His entire deck just becomes a weapon against combo. Right. There's the pressure that we were talking about.
Troy can't be happy to see that.
Alright.
He's going to show him a Grizzlebrand, a City of Traders, a Show and Tell, and a Daze.
Oh, yeah.
So he was trying to set up that double Show and Tell turn on the next turn with Daze backup.
I don't know if you actually want to do that because like that opens you up to Spell Pierce. Well, I know one's already gone, so maybe you don't really play around the second Spell Pierce. But Daze is not going to protect you. I think he's just trying to find potentially another Force of Will or a first Force of Will so he can like have a counter backup for a second show. So what do you take if you're in Daniel's slot? I mean, you just take the Gristlebrand, right?
Yeah. I mean,
if Troy doesn't have anything to put into play, then... Alright, there goes Gristlebrand. Bottom of the deck, he's going to draw a card.
And it's an Emrakul.
Was it?
I think so, but that's only because of my ability to harder the cards. Was it really?
Yeah.
He just put it face down, and I was like, it's an Emrakul.
It is an Emrakul, I think. You're funny.
Yeah, no, dude, I told you, man. I'm like psychic tonight. I should have been in the tournament. That would have been awesome. V-Click getting sent into the red zone and starting to invade Troy's side of the table.
Yeah, this is
That's
the
a
clock.
dangerous place to be because
Just dealing 3 and 3 and 3. Just gonna go put an island into play, and let's see if that was actually Emrakul, because that would be really sweet.
Yeah, but the problem is even if he gets this Emrakul into play, Daniel can just terminus it, right? He has days for the terminus, but he's gonna have to use that days to counter the force.
I think he has another blue card so he can force pitch, which he will since there's 2 show and tells.
There's a counter spell.
There's a Burning Wish. Alright, so here's show and tell. Alright, counter it, bro. There's his Emrakul.
It was?
Yeah, he ripped Emrakul.
Just blank all that.
Alright, counter spell. Yeah, just 2 terminuses and... Wow. Wow! Wow, he's gonna take
Now he
this.
can daze the terminus because he...
Yeah! Wow!
Yeah.
Alright, so even if Daniel rips, he has to rip a terminus off the Miracle Terminus. If that's a land, it has to be a land for that to happen, and it's not, and...
Yeah, I mean, he knows
Oh,
Troy has
wow.
days in hand, so... He's dead. And that's it.
Alright, Troy takes game 1. That was awesome.
Yeah, I called it. Told you it was an Emrakul on top of his deck.
Heart of the cards.
Yeah.
Jake, when we go to San Jose, you better have the heart of the cards. By the way, I have to book my flight this week, so we got to figure that out.
Oh,
later.
yeah, we should book our flights together. I'm actually going to stay there for a little while.
All
Hello,
right.
everybody,
Oh,
and welcome back. I'm Jacob Van Lunen, being joined by Brad Nelson. We're coming to you from Minneapolis, Minnesota, bringing you coverage of the Star City Games Legacy Open. We're in the middle of semifinals right now, and we're about to give away 6 free months of Star City Games Premium. Now, that last game we just saw, Troy Thompson's deck includes a lot of exciting and powerful cards that he's trying to cast for free with Omniscience. There, his opponent used Vendilion Click to get a Griselbrand out of Troy's hand, and put it on the bottom of his library. What I'd like to know is what legendary Eldrazi did Troy draw to
The
put
answer's-
his opponent out of the game?
The answer's Emrakul.
What?
It just happened a minute ago. They all know.
Yeah, but that's like, you know, really, were you paying attention? Were you paying attention? What, you want to ask that? All right.
No, that's asked.
better
They're
than-
already they're
Oh.
already saying it. It's already happened. We can't go back twice. I just want to make
We're
you feel
supposed to ask easy questions.
No, well, see, I was going to ask a question on who was the president that we were talking about that originated OK.
Oh, that would have been a good question. We'll save that for the finals. All right, for those of you.
Save that for the finals. All the answers are coming in? Is it Krenko? Is that their answer? Ooh, Krenko is the answer. Sorry, guys, it's not Emrakul that I just said it was. It's actually Krenko. All right, so we're going to get to sideboard. And so now, I do believe that Troy had an advantage for game 1, but now all of that is gone. So,
Look at all these cards.
oh,
Look at
it's
him
insane. It's like
putting these in, just
like
piling them in.
It's like 12 cards just getting stuffed into Daniel's deck. He's like, out these swords.
It's like needles
out
being
these
pushed
swords.
into Troy's body.
Yeah, Troy knows he's way behind after sideboard. He's just got to, this is the make you have it. And like, this is where you just, you know, pull out your chest and you're like, show and tell, let's see if you got it. And literally almost every card in Daniel's deck beats it.
Yeah. I mean, Troy is really going to need something crazy to happen. He wants Daniel to mulligan to like 3 or something.
Oh, God, yeah.
That would be ideal.
The funny
for
thing
him
is,
in
like,
this
even
spot.
if Daniel keeps, like, he can give a 1-lander if he has, like, an Employment Ring. Like, it deals with the Omniscience before you can actually cast something off of it.
So, I mean, he's going to need to show and tell Griselbrand into play if he
Yep.
has the Oblivion Ring.
To draw 14, yeah. He's got to first resolve, show and tell, hit a Griselbrand. Griselbrand's going to... Oh, we have to be quiet again, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's kind of important to be quiet, but this is... this is for this one, right?
Just the... Oh my God, he tapped act! Would I get in trouble if I yelled, Troy, I love you? I do believe I would, right? The sigh means I will not do it.
Yeah.
But we could see his reaction. It'd be kind of funny. But,
Yeah, he does have Burning Wish. He has...
yeah, he has options. Like, you know, it'd be a cool one is if he, Burning Wishes. Sorry, that Petals is a sorcery because Burning Wish is sorcery, so we couldn't do that in response.
See, what I'm really hoping goes down here is that he's somehow able to get enough lands in play to storm up with all of his cantrips and then Burning Wish for a Grape Shot.
No, don't you just want to see the Omniscience Petals version?
Yeah, I mean, that works too.
Just pedal, 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 pedal.
I was talking about doing it the hard way.
The literal play 20 spells, oops, Grape Shot you. Alright, if that happens, if there's a Grape Shot that does not get busted with a Petals for lethal that deals more than like 15, I'm making too many things up.
I don't even think that's possible, but
No, I don't think it is either.
it's really possible if Daniel somehow like deals himself like 9 and the game lasts until like turn 40.
Alright, so both these players are shuffling up, getting ready for game 2. It's very tense because I can just see it that Troy wants to win this.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine Daniel also wants to win this.
Yeah.
Although Daniel may be resigning himself to defeat right now.
Yeah, his posture, his shoulders are down. He looks a little displacent.
He's like,
little nervous.
Top 4, pretty good. Can't complain.
Good weekend.
Yeah, I had a good time.
No, get the tiger blood.
Yeah, you need. That's what you want. You want alligator blood.
Alligator blood?
Yeah. Hanging around. All right. That's the way I always play combo decks. Alligator blood, I just like never die. And people are like, oh my god, he has nothing left to lose. And it's just like, oh my god, look, I'm winning. And they're like, what? That's insane.
Alright, so I just checked Twitter and people are loving the golfer announcer, so let's just go with that.
All right, I like it.
Alright, we're going to try this for a game. You guys let us know how you like it, but Daniel Weiser is first up to the tee. He decides to change positions and mulligan.
Yeah, not really happy with that opening 7. It's not going to be disruptive enough to deal with Troy Thompson's absurd combo menace. Now, Daniel, going to mulligan to until he sees an Oblivion Ring, perhaps, and then he just really going to be in a good spot, I imagine.
Yeah, the tension on this back 9 is just fierce.
I can't even believe it.
It's just I can just see it in the air. You can just grab it. It's just so thick with Troy just concentrating, just needs one more birdie to take this tournament.
Yeah, but it's going to be tough for him because Daniel Weiser is has a magical golf ball that has the ability to knock Troy's golf ball further and further away from the hole.
And so,
as Troy tries to get it into the hole.
Oh man, this is just depressing. As Troy gets it onto the last 18th hole, a big windmill just falls on the sorry. It falls on the green.
Falls on the green.
Good thing he practiced mini golf a bunch because your magic ball just makes me think of Adam Sandler.
He needs to do it for chops.
He needs to do it for chops. Alright, so Daniel's actually going down to 6 for anyone that has no idea why we're talking like this, and we have to be very quiet because this hole bounces. It's a very short, and it's like a square. Most of them are longer, so
the thing is maybe we should just say things that aren't true constantly about the game state, so they have no idea which of the things we're saying are true, which of the things are false. But that might confuse people at home too.
Yes, the people at home kind of want to know what's going on. All right, so the next level play. Oh my God! 3 pieces of Exodia, 4 pieces of Exodia. Tarmogoyf! This is the point where I wish I knew a lot of different cards from different games, but I don't really.
I mean...
Oh yeah, we can do Pokemon too. Alright,
Yeah.
Troy's energy level is getting increased and increased, but he has to sideboard out his different Pokemon.
I mean, he's just not too happy here. He's playing his vicious plant deck that's brought him this far into the tournament. This time he's against fire, and we all know that plants are weak against fire.
Why would he bring in a Digimon?
That just doesn't even make sense.
It doesn't. It's just an inferior Pokemon.
And, you know, it doesn't matter if it's champion.
Alright, so let's see if these 6 are better. Alright. Daniel is good with his 6, plays a Pluto Delta. And let's see what Troy's going to do. Troy has an island, just passes back. So we have an Oblivion Ring and a Pyroblast, and just lands. Draws another Pyroblast.
Polluted Delta is New Jersey's invitational card. Fun fact.
New Jersey.
It's New Jersey's invitational card.
What do you mean? Polluted? Oh, I get it.
A Preordained from Troy Thompson here. He sees a Burning Wish and another blue card that I couldn't quite make out. Is he going to keep these? We may never know.
Can he keep this? Yes, he can.
Does he want to keep both? Keeping both, a risky play from Troy Thompson.
He's the first player ever to actually preordain luck himself.
Why would he do this? Alright, gonna draw that Burning Wish to his hand. That's gonna help him find an Omniscience. There is an Oblivion Ring in Daniel Weiser's hand. It's gonna make things really hard for Troy this game. Now, does Troy have any way to deal with that Oblivion Ring? Do we know?
Well, he has permanents that will go underneath it. And hopefully he has more permanents. But he's not going to be able to deal with that Oblivion Ring. See, the thing is all Troy's deck is threats. And blue, white, red miracles from Daniel is answers. So if Troy can get more threats than Daniel has answers, well, that's how he's going to take this. Alright, so Polluted Delta is actually going to get cracked to go get a red source so it can Pyroblast to show and tell. Because even though Daniel does have an O-Ring that will be 100% sure to deal with the creature in play, it could be a Gristlebrand. And what happens then is Troy gets to draw up to 14 cards and just take over the game. So the first show and tell's down. That leaves Troy with 2 left in his deck and 1 in his sideboard with a Burning Wish.
He has the Burning Wish in his hand.
He does. But if Daniel's flooding and doesn't find a Brainstorm soon, he's just going to run out of gas. Troy's just going to cantrip his way through this. Alright, so...
He really needs a Brainstorm at this point. I mean, he has a few turns to draw. It does have another Pyroblast. But, it does want his Brainstorm.
Ooh, a top.
That's
That's
better.
going to help.
That's much better.
Well, Daniel was fiercely hitting that top. Alright, there is...
Let's see.
Was that a Lotus Petter?
I do not know.
So what does Troy want to do? He can Burning Wish for another show and tell. Or he can go try to get... see, I actually like when your opponent brings in Pyroblasts, I kind of like going and getting that Overmaster first, because the Overmaster protects you from Pyroblast outs.
Seems to make sense.
Here's a Burning Wish. It is in the top, like, it is one of my favorite arts. I don't know why I like it. It's just like...
Yeah, it's got like the,
just the person in the back telling you bad things.
like a Mijay Jin or something.
Yeah. Just know he's saying something that you know... It's a little...
It's for your Arabian Nights.
Yeah.
It's like kind of like a new school Arabian Nights card, which I kind of like.
Alright, so there is a Lotus Petal. And a Scalding Tarn. He's going to crack the Lotus Petal to try another show and tell. Just play a blue counterspell, Troy says. Sorry, bro. We just got Pyroblasts. Alright, so we can force it, but that takes the Omniscience that we're trying to resolve.
Yeah. Not really going to be a good plan to force that.
Alright, so top at end of turn, and this is the point where Troy has now played 2 show and tells, both got countered, and Daniel might be able to start taking over this game.
It's going to be pretty tough for Daniel to...
Oh, getting to look at 3 cards every turn to Troy's 1. And he's down 2. Oh, Vendilion Click gets Pyroblasted. Good night, Irene. Here's a Ponder for Troy. And 3 goodies. They're all blue. Blue cards are good.
I think there might have been an island in there.
Well, that's kind of a blue card.
Not a very good blue card.
But it's good with all the blue cards that cantrip, because then you can finally get rid of it once you cantrip a couple more times.
That's reasonable.
Alright, so he is going to keep draw for the turn. Is he going to... Ooh, Ancient Tomb. Alright, what is Troy going to do?
It looks like he's just trying to hardcast an Omniscience.
Alright, so Daniel is going to tap Caracas and check the top cards of his library. He likes them, so he wants to honor them. And just passes back. Alright, Troy's going to fetch the Scalding Tarn, shuffle the top 2 cards because he wanted 1 card from the Ponder, but not any more of them.
Yep. Seems pretty reasonable.
And now Troy puts a volcanic island into play.
Yeah, and you know, Troy's plan here, it may seem crazy, but it just might work.
It might be crazy. Let's see what's going to happen, Cotton. And everyone at home, that has watched all weekend, I want a real estimate of how many times you think I've said Cotton, because I've kept track.
Have you actually kept track of that?
Yeah, that's going to be the last question.
That is brutal.
I actually haven't kept track.
Yeah, we're just going to choose a random number, and whoever guesses it right wins. That's how we roll.
Alright, we're going to take a pain. Jace! Ooh, Jace is so good right now.
Yeah, Jace is about
Alright, we're going to try
greatest thing.
We're going to counter that, but then we're going to Power Blast, and then we're going to Oblivion Ring, and then we're out of cards for Daniel. Wow! This is big. This is really big for Troy. I forgot. Jace changes it all. Jace can be the card that lets Troy grind this matchup up. As long as he still has that Pyroblast. Oh no, he used it on the V-Click. He does have a Force though. Alright, so he's going to counterspell this. Let's force that. Pitching Omniscience.
So Omniscience getting pitched here.
Yeah, and he's going to Brainstorm. Oh no, top in response. He's going to try to find another counterspell.
Needs to find something to...
2 lands and a counterbalance. So he can't get counterbalance to play, but that's not that good.
Your counterbalance does not beat Jace the Mind Sculptor.
No. I mean, it might be good because you can Oblivion Ring and then play counterbalance, and that might just lock Troy out unless Troy can find another counterspell for the Oblivion Ring. But if that happens, then this game is over. And so he's going to keep, and he could... Yeah, what could he do? He can't... Like, now that there isn't a... Even if that happened, he would have to, what, have a Pyroblast on top, so he wouldn't have to shuffle. Yeah, he could have had the 3rd Pyroblast. That would have allowed him to not have to shuffle in that Sensei's Divining Top. So yeah, Jace resolves. I guess he could crack and try to find that 1 Pyroblast, but the odds aren't that high.
Yeah, it doesn't.
But do you want that counterbalance? Is that like a card that you want in this? Alright, so what is...
Probably do, right?
Yeah. Troy can't fight a top with the tick up, so I think he should Brainstorm. Like, your opponent not only has a fetch line, but a top. Just Brainstorm, yeah, okay.
Yeah, there you go. How you thought about it?
Pyroblast.
He came out of the tank right, so...
It's not going to stop the Oblivion Ring. But is that another Jace? Oh wow, this is awesome. This game is so sweet.
This game is really sweet.
So now what's going to happen is he's going to top again. Hasn't changed.
He knows what's there.
Alright, so just for you guys back at home, Kenny playing Junk that we watched last round in the really beautiful black... Oh.
Kenny's the Goblins player.
Oh, sorry, Kenny. Yeah, Kyle, sorry. Kenny is the Goblin player. He's 1-0.
Yeah, Goblins really strong against...
Junk, yeah.
Against Drunk. Not so good, however, against Troy Thompson.
Here is an Oblivion Ring. Well, that's going to resolve. And is he going to play that counterbalance?
No, probably going to wait till the next turn for that one.
Alright, just going to say go. Now I'm curious if... Oh, no, he's going to just slam it. It's going to get Power Blasted, though.
Yeah. And then it's... both players are going to have empty hands.
But Troy has a land and another card, which I think is a Jace on top.
Oh, really?
I'm not sure what that card was, but I want... My gut is a Jace. Well, he Brainstormed and he didn't shuffle. He didn't have a shuffle effect.
Okay.
So one of the cards is a land, and one of them is a spell, and I don't know what spell it was. It's at least a blue card. I don't know what that means.
That's good.
It might just be the other Jace.
I mean, I like the Miracles deck a lot, too. I would like to play a deck like this.
Alright. Yeah,
Counterbalance? Oh.
last time we did this, I loved it. So, yeah. Pyroblast takes care of counterbalance, and let's see if Zed a Jace, man, if he lands this. I don't remember what it was. No, okay, it was just a preordain.
Alright.
Oh, burning. Is that a Burning Wish? He puts one on top, one on bottom.
Well, if you left one on top, it's got to be really good,
Oh,
right?
just a preordain.
Okay, it's just getting a little bit deeper.
Trying to probably find another Jace.
So it's a Grizzlebrand and anything else? Oh.
Drago seems like it favors Daniel significantly.
Yeah. Oh, what did he draw there?
I couldn't tell. He kept it very
It looked
close
like
to
it
the
was
chest.
a blue card, and I don't really know what blue cards you would want here, right?
Alright, oh, now it's Daniel's turn to put Jace the Mind Sculptor into play, and I think that's the one that just locks it out. So he's going to flip, play a Jace.
With base mana?
Yeah. Alright, and he's just going to look at the top card. Alright, so Daniel wants to take a look at Troy's graveyard before he decides.
That tick up seems really strange to me.
No, for this turn, he doesn't want a 2-card combo. He kept 1 card, but he needs a combo, right? So that top card has to be pretty good. Problem is he doesn't know what piece of combo it is, so he has to just make him discard both.
He's just playing guessing game, and I mean, if you brainstorm, you can at least
Alright, he had a land, though.
know what he wants there.
Yeah, just passes back. Has 9 mana.
And looks like a Sensei top going out here. Activate that top. What's he find here?
It's just
Nothing.
yeah.
Blanks. See blanks. Crack the string. Get him to 17.
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, I think Troy Thompson's best way to win this game may be Ye Old Hardcast Emrakul.
Ooh.
It's not completely out of the question here.
It's pretty out of the question.
I mean, he has 9 mana available to him right now. It's only 6
Yeah.
mana.
Alright, force top. Pass it back to Troy. Troy just passes back.
Yeah.
We're gonna start ticking him. He has like double counterspell. He's just gonna kill him with the Jace.
Seems reasonable.
Burning Wish.
Not a bad one.
There's nothing in his sideboard that can kill a Jace though.
Yeah, there's no sorcery there.
I mean, what he can
That's
do
right.
is he can go. Well, yeah, he doesn't have a pedal for time of need. If he had a show and tell in hand to try to do something.
If you just run the Burning Wish out there, Daniel's probably going to counter it, right? So it might just be good to do that.
Alright, yeah.
Then I'm going to go ahead and hard cast this Force of Will.
Alright, and he's gonna force back.
Yep. Take another 2, drop him to 10 here.
Alright, Burning Wish resolves. What is he gonna go grab? I mean, he's just gonna grab a third show and tell?
I don't know. I just don't know.
Yeah, he does have one in hand, so maybe just the Overmaster? Should I have to run real good with it? But how does he beat... Oh wow, yeah, so he's going to go for yeah, this is Petals of Insight. Earlier we showed you guys it's 5 mana sorcery that you can look at the top 3 cards. If you like them, you can draw them. If you don't, you get to put it back in your hand.
Yep.
So the great thing about this card is it lets you create Infinite Storm with Omniscience, and once you create Infinite Storm, then you just dig until you find a Burning Wish for Grip Shot, kill your opponent.
Now, does Daniel have another counterspell, or is he able to find one? That's the question here. No, that's looks like a batter skull, a bunch of stuff that's not what he needs. I believe Troy is going to attempt a hard cast Omniscience as soon as he's able to draw another land.
Alright, what's up? Is there any way for Troy to get out of this?
I mean, all depends. Chase at 9 now. It looks like Troy is going to need to Petals to win. Oh.
Alright, so Daniel's like, I haven't seen this one many much time, so we're just gonna hardcast another force, just get rid of that. Keep him off his options.
Yep, so another ends up top. To be able to find another counterspell. All he wants to do is chain these counterspells together. Eventually he's going to remove Troy's library from the game.
And that's going to be the way that he's going to win.
Yeah.
This is, I do believe, the most exciting way to see a game finish.
Oh, Jace Ultimate?
Jace Ultimate,
oh, yeah,
yes.
I love Jace Ultimate. I've won so many games with Jace Ultimate.
I've actually won a game through a Jace Ultimate.
I've lost a game through Jace Ultimate. Star City Games' own Nick Spagnuolo beat me after I Jace Ultimated him.
I had a 50-50 chance of winning. I needed to hit my Grave Titan. It had to be the second to top card.
Alright. Troy suddenly gonna pass the turn again here.
Alright, Vendilion click. It's gonna reveal Burning Wish Show and Tell. He needs to find something, but it's so hard to beat a Jace. Oh yeah, so if he ripped, so what was gonna happen is he grabbed the Insight, because if he rips Omniscience, he was gonna be able to Burning Wish for Overmaster, Overmaster for Show and Tell, Omniscience, and then go Infinite with Petals.
Yep.
That was his game plan, but now that
that's just not gonna happen. Take the Burning Wish, put them on bottom for Troy.
yeah, because not even a Gristlebrand or an Emrakul does anything with Show and Tell.
Yep, so here we are. It's the end of the line.
Would you say the final countdown?
I would say this is the final countdown.
Actually, it's not, because we still have a finals to play. Where we're going to give away
Well,
your
I mean,
premium.
this is only game 2.
This is too, yeah.
Yeah, so we still have a game 3 in this match. Ooh, it's got the Charizard underneath it. You must have known we were talking about Pokemon before.
That's so absurd. Alright, so Troy is getting beat on both fronts.
Needle naming Jace. Yeah, so this Needle naming Jace is going to prevent Daniel from winning via Jace Ultimate, as he had planned to.
But so Troy needs one more turn to find.
So now Daniel's going to need to win through attack.
Oh, here's just a force. He's like, no. Alright, so Troy scoops him up, and we're going to game 3.
Game 3 of this match now, guys. 43 minutes in, and we're still going. Yeah, I mean,
It's
this
been a
match was
long weekend,
intense.
man. I've had
It
fun.
has been a long
It's going to be a
weekend.
while since we do commentary. There's nothing even planned.
Yeah,
It's so
in the
sad.
future.
It'll just have to be
They
able
gotta
to...
put us up there.
Yes. So the other match is 1-1 as well.
So both of these matches going into a third game now.
Yep.
As we saw there, Daniel Weiser massively a favorite in games 2 and 3.
Yep. Are you saying if I run over there, I can be on TV right now?
Probably. It's exciting stuff. I'm gonna try the frosting. That's what frosting? Or do you have something? There you go. You're disgusting. Yeah, but
Well, that's the same.
I'm not sure what Troy is thinking about right now. What his plan is. The Oblivion Rings make this matchup especially hard for him. And, that game, he got Daniel the mulligan on the play, and he had basically everything he needed. So, everything went the way Troy wanted it to that game, and he still was in a
mulligan, and yeah, this was. It's a tough matchup. All the cards are very
really
good.
tough.
All right.
Yeah, but toward the end here, I think that as long as Daniel mulligans correctly, and he's able to find that
That's
disruption,
exactly it.
then,
Unless Troy
it's going to be really difficult.
it'd be really
for Troy to
funny.
have a chance here.
I mean, I do love watching one of these anticlimactic match where he could just have a turn 1 show and tell with force backup. Just draw the nuts.
Yeah, I mean, if Troy is able to just turn 1 Daniel, which hypothetically is possible, it's extremely unlikely.
Yes.
But
I think there's about 2% of the draws that do that, 3% of the draws.
less than that.
I have no idea how the math works. You need one of the 2 lotus petals, one of the 2 crystal brands, one of the 3 show and tells, one of the 4.
The odds
It's
are
1,
absurd.
2, 3, 4.
But there are
5,
different
6
iterations
spells.
of cards that get it.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure it's somewhere around just
20%.
no, it's got to be way lower. It's got to be somewhere around 0.25%.
No, it can't be that low.
I'm
There's only
pretty sure
60
it's that low.
cards.
Yeah, but you need a perfect iteration of 7.
No, it's only 6.
So yeah, there are only 52 deck cards in a deck of poker, and
We got a new
getting 4
spoiler.
of a kind.
Real quick, Will they shuffle?
Not
New spoiler,
likely.
new spoiler. We got a new spoiler. Spoilers up.
All right,
No, right
no,
now.
give
They're
us the
shuffling.
spoiler.
Show
They're
the
shuffling.
spoiler.
No, just give us the spoiler. We need something to talk about. Right now, come on, we're covering a counterbalance match. Do it. We go on a spoiler.
He's doing it real quick.
So this new Return to Ravnica card came out in the
You
last
love
2
us.
minutes, and we're about to reveal it to the world.
We want to see what it is.
And by reveal it to the world, we're about to.
I forgot. I'm used to
reveal
being
it to
on-
the world after. It was
I'm used to
revealed by
East
somebody
Coast
else.
time. It's 11. Yeah, spoilers are out now.
Huh? Oh, you get your spoilers a whole hour early out here.
Technically.
So
yeah.
lucky. I know it's actually not
It's the same
technically,
time.
Actually,
Yeah.
it's the
Not
same
technically.
time.
Yeah, it's the same time.
Depends what technicalities you're using.
It's pretty unfair for Europeans. It's oh, it's 11 a.m. Spoilers. 1. Ooh, 2 blue, blue, white, white, flying. Whenever a creature attacks you or a planeswalker you control, you may draw a card. 6/4 mythic.
The card's sweet.
Yeah, Gideon, come on, get some.
Yeah.
Getting into this lady, ooh, she is awesome. And she's a judge. I like judges. I serve only justice, but through that duty, I serve all of Ravnica. She doesn't serve all of Ravnica, she serves Azorius.
What's she talking about? Through duty. What an idiot.
All right, so
She's a Sphinx. That's
we
pretty
have some
sweet card.
hands. Let's see if Troy's going to keep his turn 1 kill. All right, so is Troy still thinking on his hand?
Troy. Staring down Daniel.
All right, they're both keeping. Turn 1 preordained. I still think you can
That's
go
not
off
the
this
turn
turn.
1 win. Yeah. The triple lotus battle. Alright. Daniel. Does he have enough disruption to survive?
Well, he's got 8 cards in his
Troy
hand, and
Thompson.
almost 40 or 50% of the cards disrupt Troy, so.
Yeah. Probably not a great mulligan decision if none of them do.
5 lands and treat the angels. Just make a 4/4, start beating.
Alright, so the Ponder. Those top 3 cards. If those aren't precisely what Troy needs, he's going to have to shuffle those away.
Really thinking about this.
Needs to make the perfect decision. Money on the line. Pride on the line.
A trip to
Self-respect.
Disneyland on the line. Also not true.
Again, more not true information. Here at SCG Live, we like to bring you the best untrue information.
Yes. We got 2 more that are getting set up for in between the semis and finals for some new previews. The funny thing is, everyone at home, don't go, oh, while we're commentating. Che is just over there, like, loving the cards.
Yeah, he's making all like happy noises about the cards.
So ponder resolves, but there was a shovel, so it was not a keep for Troy. Daniel's going to take his second turn. Can he slam a counterbalance?
Alright, and this is what he needs. Nope, still. He needs to go up quickly.
Yeah, he needs to craft a hand. It is almost 50 minutes. That is a match. Now they're going to go to turns.
No, because this is the top 8, they can take as long as they want.
That is
We could be here until tomorrow morning. We
I-
might miss our flights.
I don't.
If the whole top 8 was counterbalance decks, I think that would happen. I think.
Well,
we
they would
could
kick us out.
hypothetically-
We'd be like, all right, guys, you're splitting. Here's a 4th of a trophy. Congratulations. Head home.
Just like, unit pieces. Alright, and Troy Thompson.
Can Troy set up an Overmaster and try to actually execute this combo? The longer this game goes, the worse it gets for Troy. Now, that was not true in Game 1, but after Sideboard, that is definitely what this match is going to be like. Not only does Troy have to set up a 2-card combo, but every piece of disruption he has to match what Daniel has. So he is just behind on that fight.
The problem is by playing Drago here, eventually counterbalance is going to hit. And it's not going to be good. Both
All right.
these players playing Drago.
4 lands apiece. Top is definitely going to help. There's a end of turn brainstorm.
Yeah, and with that fetch line and play, that brainstorm is going to be really powerful here. Daniel not biting at all. Getting all of his lands untapped at all times. Troy Thompson with a Jason Mind Sculptor in hand.
Yeah, he has almost everything. He has just a ton of blue cards and Pyroblasts.
Needs to find a way to force these things through the disruption that Daniel Weiser has available.
I'm gonna send back one extra Burning Wish. It's a little slow.
Yeah, and I'm not sure what his plan is, but this game is going to be very difficult for Troy.
Well, he wants to.
win.
He might be going off. He's putting the Jason. I think. Oh, he's.
And he kept the Jays.
Okay. So he's going to fetch, so he can shuffle his library. Maybe he's going to try another Brainstorm.
I think it's almost impossible for him to go off.
Because Daniel has an Oblivion Ring in it.
Yeah, Daniel has multiple Oblivion Rings in hand.
Like I said, if he goes for Gristlebrand, he can drop 14 and set up a combo the next turn.
It's true. 14 is a lot of cards. Drawing 14 is quite dangerous, though. 14 life, 2 attacks on a Vanillion Click. Be all Daniel Weiser needs.
Alright. Maybe Troy's going to try to get a Jason to play. Use that plus a Pyroblast as bait. Ooh, we're going to Pithy Needle Sensei's Divining Top.
Yeah.
That is a
really
play
good
that
bait.
hasn't happened in a long time.
This is very nice bait.
I mean, you just have to let it resolve and Oblivion Ring it, right? Or you top first, obviously.
Yep. I don't know if you can Oblivion Ring this, though. If he Oblivion Rings this, that's the opportunity for Troy to go off.
Yes, mana has been tapped. But you can't just play Drago with Troy. You have to use that tap. Alright, so I guess he's just going to shuffle it away.
Yeah. Alright. Looks like Daniel Weiser is going to get rid of this.
Alright, so that resolves. I'm assuming that he named Pithy Needle.
It's a Burning Wish.
Alright.
I think we're about to see maybe an Overmaster come out. Maybe Petals? You never know. Overmaster it is.
Just a second, just...
Yeah, so Overmaster from Troy Thompson. And that's going to allow him to Overmaster the combo. Just powering that through Daniel Weiser and all of his disruption. But Daniel has Oblivion Ring. So even if Troy Thompson is able to show and tell his giant scary monsters, Daniel can simply Oblivion Ring them using Troy Thompson's own sorcery against him. I mean, that's the power of Daniel Weiser's deck. These Oblivion Rings are just so huge here.
Yeah.
And for those of you at home, you're quickly realizing probably just how strong Oblivion Ring is against
It's just
the
an
no and tell
amazing
deck.
Magic card in general. I'm so glad they reprinted it.
Yeah.
I never wanted to leave it. As long as Planeswalkers exist, I want Oblivion Ring to always be in the rotation.
They should always give you options.
Alright, so... Alright, Daniel's going to pass to Troy.
Yeah, Troy Thompson here to draw for his turn. And I believe he found a Grizzlebrand, which is
That's very good for him.
very good for him. Alright, so here I'm gonna go for that Overmaster.
Alright, Overmaster. Let's see, here's the action. Overmaster is going to allow his next instant or sorcery to not be countered.
Yeah.
Which means that Daniel has to go and counter at this Overmaster, so Troy can just let that resolve and go show and tell and see how much more counter magic. I do believe it's better to... I guess it's kind of fine to fight over the Overmaster, right? Multiple times. So
Yeah.
it's resolved. He's resolving a spell this turn. We are going to see a show and tell.
Yeah. And show and tell coming down here.
Show and tell. Resolves. Alright. Oblivion Ring. Gristlebrand. Oblivion
Draw
Ring
14.
targets there. He's going to in response by drawing 7.
Yeah. 7 to 12 here.
Drawing 7 cards. Alright, and then he's going to let it go. This is going to allow him to fill up his hand. Have, you know, he's going to have to discard, but he's got tons of gas now.
Yeah. Infinite gas.
The problem is he still has to fight over another Oblivion Ring.
He doesn't know that, but
Yeah.
it's going to be difficult for him. Daniel Weiser. Trying to find a way to keep Troy Thompson at bay. But Troy just keeps on coming. And Daniel's deck is super well set up to weather the storm.
It's not good right now. Daniel has no pressure. He's going to have 7 full cards, a full grip.
The Oblivion Ring, though, it cancels out a lot of those cards.
It cancels 2 of them.
Yeah.
Alright, he
Jace
pitches.
double brain.
What? That was.
His face when he looked at the camera.
Oh, did he hear what?
What?
What did he do? I
I
missed
think he heard you and he looked at the camera and smiled.
I didn't see it. I didn't catch it. Can he heard that? I have to be very quiet.
Yeah. The what was a little bit audible. There's a Jace the Mind Sculptor.
Alright, there's another one. Okay, so he had both.
Yeah.
Alright, Daniel can't let this resolve.
No way, no how. Jace the Mind Sculptor is a powerful, powerful card.
Alright, counter
Magic
spell.
the Gathering. Gonna crack this Polluted Delta. Gonna grab himself a mountain. I'm gonna make sure that this Jace gets into play via Pyroblast.
Alright, so we found a win condition. That's going to eat up another Oblivion Ring.
Yeah. And I mean, Troy Thompson playing this masterfully.
Yeah, I'm so impressed.
Way to go, Troy. And Daniel also playing pretty well. Both these players keeping it tight.
Yeah.
Very, very intense matchup here. Spell Pierce. And Troy Thompson going to attempt another Pyroblast. Daniel Weiser would have to force a will this in order to stop it, and then he would be completely out of counter magic. But he would still have an Oblivion Ring in his hand to stop the show and tell combo. So, still in fine shape.
Yeah,
even
this is
after
just perfect.
Flurry of spells from Troy Thompson.
And this is going to leave Daniel with nothing, and Troy a free brainstorm through an Oblivion Ring.
Yep. Well, I mean, Daniel can still force this. He's gonna brainstorm.
Alright, let's see if he can do anything.
Does have a force. Daniel's gonna. I think he's gonna force this. Right? I mean, you need that Oblivion Ring in your hand to stop the combo.
Yeah.
Yeah, so a force of will back from Troy Thompson, and this has been a massive counter war over that Jace the Mind Sculptor. Daniel Weiser has used up everything in his hand except that Oblivion Ring, and now Troy Thompson going to get to start brainstorming with this Jace. Troy Thompson still has a few cards left in his hand. Daniel Weiser just about on empty. And a brainstorm. Let's see what happens. That brainstorm recoups a lot of the card damage that they've been lost there.
And Daniel doesn't have any more gas. He's just out. He's going to Oblivion Ring, and he has nothing.
Yeah.
Do you like pitching another Jace, though? Because having 2 Jaces, what if something happens to the first? Having a second one just seems so important. I really like
I don't know. He may have... He needs to kind of keep the combo in his hand, too, though, right?
That is true, but a Jace can just win the game.
Yeah, no.
You get to see so many cards.
It's fair.
Alright, guys, just let us know at SCG Lab if this level is good enough.
Yeah, can you guys hear us?
Just to make sure you don't have it, like, the volume way up. I just want to make sure you can hear us. This is the softest I've talked in at least 2 years. Alright, so Spell Pierce off the top.
Yeah, not gonna quite be good enough.
No, top, that is dead. We're gonna Oblivion Ring. We're gonna get rid of this Jace. Does Troy have Show and Tell Emrakul in him?
If he does, it'll be good enough.
This is a big turn. This is a very, very big turn. I see Show and Tell. I see Emrakul. He has it. All he has to do is cast it, and the game is over.
Well, Daniel can still top deck on Oblivion, right?
No, he only has 2.
No, he has 3 post-board.
And I took one out of his deck while I wasn't looking. Alright, there's a Ponder. He's just gonna set this up. See if he can find...
Gotta go for it.
Yeah, but he's gonna see if he can find a Forcible, right?
Well, he already has Power Blast, I think.
He wants more. Alright, he's gonna shuffle.
He's gotta go for it. Go for it. Connect 4.
Alright, so Kyle,
the junk
the
player.
junk player is in the finals.
Yeah.
Seems like a train wreck matchup for Troy Thompson. Like, Troy should be very ahead with that.
Alright, so we have to talk a little bit louder now.
Okay, so we can't talk.
Brainstorm now from Troy Thompson. Let's see what he finds with that
Is he just
brainstorm.
missing something? He might be missing some kind of an effect.
Maybe. I mean, I thought he had everything.
The look, the women, the wins, just everything.
Just had it all.
But nothing at all.
I saw the show and tell. You saw him rock in his head?
I thought so.
Okay.
He's just playing it safe, playing around everything. He's thinking, oh, well, my opponent can have this 2-card combination, this 2-card combination, this 2-card combination. As he finds 2 counter spells, regardless of what they are, he wins the game, right? So here's a Show and Tell. Here's a Spell Pierce. Can he grab? Yeah. He was thinking that as a 1-drop, that it was going to be a... Alright, flip it, flip it. Emrakul, alright. Untap, does he have any more outs? Daniel's going to have to untap Oblivion Ring or Terminus.
Yeah, and it's looking like Troy Thompson has won an almost unwinnable matchup.
Yeah, he's going to get there. That's that early Pithing Needle that set up that Jace turn. Vendilion Click. Vendilion Click gets Pyroblasted. Alright. Troy draws. Troy is going to annihilate for 6. If you take the 6 out, there's 45 words in Emrakul, plus the 15, 15, 15.
Yep.
Alright. Daniel is going to let all that happen. He's not even going to keep white up for... I mean, the white would give him a chance for Terminus. I guess he doesn't have it.
Oh, he definitely sided out Terminus.
Alright, and Troy wins it. Wow.
Wow.
What a bad matchup. Daniel definitely thought he probably had a really good matchup there.